my way of thinking, we're not really a championship contender anymore. We're a playoff team, but I don't really think we're a championship contender. And so this would offer the Warriors their first chance to kind of begin to transition. I think Draymond Green was an incredibly valuable piece to the Warriors' 4 titles. I don't think they win 4 titles without him. He's becoming less and less important to the Warriors because his play is declining. And what's also happening that I can see is that the baggage is getting bigger and bigger with Draymond Green. And let me tell you what I believe will happen. As he gets older and continues to decline, he's going to get more and more frustrated, and it's going to manifest itself in drama. More drama. But the problem is nobody really likes drama if you're not a championship team. I think we're at the point now with Draymond that he's just a little more trouble than he's worth. And you bring him back, you got to probably move Jonathan Kuminga. And I'm not all in with thinking you can win a title this year.
Damn. I mean, tell us how you really feel.
The other thing is Steph Curry. It's almost a disservice to Curry because he does have 3 more years left. So you don't have to. It's all about next year. No, it's not. Next year's just the start of it, of the transition. So, I don't think the Warriors can get any better than they've been with Draymond Green coming back.
That's interesting, and I want to just pick up where you left off. The Curry factor. We really don't know behind the scenes how much they love Draymond. We know it's an abundance. We've had the privilege to sit in front of Steph a few times now, Steiny, and I feel like we all know, the world knows the guy. He's a damn good dude. So we're sitting here, and I've thrown eggs at Draymond for being so demonstrative, and I wouldn't say this or that to my teammate. I wouldn't show up this or that, coach. But at the end of the day, the Warriors are Steph Curry. And if he's okay with Draymond, Steiny, to this juncture, how can we not be? How can we? If Steph even thought he was more of a headache than a benefit, he would have been long ago. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
We got to trust in Steph, the chef.
We don't know what he thinks.
But it's not about what he thinks. It's about what Dre means.
What does he mean? What does he ensure you?
I think he pumps the blood for the Golden State Warriors, and the muscle that does that for all the wannabe doctors is called the heart.
You know why he lost his voice last year? Not because he punched Draymond, not because he punched Jordan Poole. He lost his voice because he's not as good as he used to be, and people are starting to look at him like that. That's what's going on.
But that punch was everything. Not that wasn't happening, but we know what it was. It was because of the punch.
He doesn't have a voice anymore because he's not as good as he used to be. And Jordan Poole called him out on it. And he couldn't take it. The other thing is,
that's
unbelievable how, I'm just at the point now where it's like, it is pretty unbelievable how this organization enabled that guy. It's just unbelievable.
This ain't even.
And they're going to do it one more time.
And this will be the biggest time. How about that? Because he's won, Steiny. Hey, I got to read this to you because I like to laugh. 415 on the Comcast business text line. Warriors chose brotherhood over more championships. Because I was saying if they pay Dre, it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity. Come on, man. You guys just told me you added CP3. You got Clay, you got Looney, Wiggins, and Curry. You guys are telling me that's action.
Who?
The basketball connoisseurs at the Warriors.
I'm not.
The Warriors got action. Did
Maybe
you hear?
I'm not a connoisseur.
Russillo. Who was that? Evan on
Ryan Russillo.
Yeah, the Russillo. Thank you. With Kruger and Dibbs, he said they're a factor. Not that his word is everything, but the Warriors, Steiny. I just don't like Dre with that sound. Again, acting as if he's looking at a contract with the Warrior logo that may not be enough.
Why? We go through this all the time. Why?
Because I got to believe
owners just
Lacob and
don't throw
Dunleavy
money at everybody under the sun.
But the ramifications of him not in a Warrior uniform.
You're overblowing
and
it,
the reason I feel like you're missing that is because you don't think they are with them.
They're not.
See, but that's how you feel.
They just proved it last year. They weren't, like, here's the other thing.
Now, are you really being fair, though,
Steve
with that?
Kerr said we're not a championship team.
Yeah, and some stuff jumped off last year, but the year before you were. So it's not like I'm trying to sell you or anybody, Steiny.
No, you are.
A team hasn't won in 5 years. They just won it.
Okay, then hang your hat on 2 years ago.
I'm not.
No, you are. That's all you have. Because you're running it back. If you're running it back, that's all you have.
Well, now you're not. You just brought in CP3, so you gotten smarter. That's what you guys are telling me. But you're going to let this dude walk? Which they may do, but hell, I just can't see it.
Steiny, can you answer me this question? What is Joe Lacob thinking when he asks himself, what am I getting in return for signing Draymond 3 years for $100 million? It's a great question. What are you getting from Draymond Green for 3 years and $100 million? I mean, you better win 50 games, right? What if you don't win 50 games with that team? And now he's getting 33 and 36.
Well, I was waiting for you to say what round of the playoffs do we lose in?
First or second?
Oh, well, first can't. I mean, it's got to be the conference like this year. Conference semis.
Okay, so now we're acknowledging that conference semis is fine enough.
Well, we use that as a bad example. Like, that's the bar. That's the floor. Because you already are out, Steiny. You ain't in the championship line.
I know. And the other thing is, you're right, 510, but it's really like 3 years, $450 million. Because of the luxury tax penalty.
I just living my life trying to mind my own business, and I'm watching the media world blow up right in front of us, and guys and gals get platforms, and everybody under the sun wants to talk into a microphone. And Steiny, I do ask myself at times, what is news? What can we really truly talk about if we don't know? But I and this is where I'm going. Now all of a sudden it's coming out from rappers, Cameron, who I respect. He's got a podcast with the rapper Mace, and all of a sudden now he has quote unquote sources that knows or acts like they know what Jordan Poole said to Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I don't care what Jordan Poole, I did read it. I don't care what he said. It doesn't justify the actions from Draymond Green. But now all of a sudden, the Twitter, the IG police, everybody wants to say, oh, this is what he said, so he deserved it. I'm trying to escape this world we live in, man. And I'm trying to do my part of not doing that.
Well, then don't go on social media.
Well, I'm addicted.
Well,
you are too.
I don't bring it up all the time. Like, I don't care what they say on Instagram about Draymond Green. Like, who cares? Who cares what I say about Draymond Green?
Well,
510. Steiny, I hate to say it. Steiny, I hate to say it. You're a Dre hater. We wouldn't have rings without him. I never said you would. And I don't feel we'd be better without him unless we broke it down all the way. I don't know if you'd be better either. He's the yin to Steph's yang. I'm sure Steph wants him here. Now, that's where we could get into some. I'm sure Steph does want him here.
Right.
But Steph's not signing the checks.
I understand
Steph's not paying $400 million for a guy who can't make a shot. The other thing is, is there anybody else out there that thinks of Draymond Green with a 3-year contract, but we're not a championship contender anymore? Has anybody stopped to think about what that might look like?
It's ugly. I haven't.
Exactly.
But you said, hey, I know the Warriors hang banners, and Steiny, I'm not proud about what the Warriors did this year, but there was a whole lot of turbulence. They galvanized, they came together, and they were a series away from the Western Conference Finals without one of their best players for 2 months, fighting a season that was hijacked from a punch. So I'm just telling you, I kind of feel like you act like they didn't make the playoffs almost. Like
they almost didn't.
And then they almost got to the Western
No, they
Conference. But
didn't.
that's reality.
They almost lost in the first round. That's reality.
But they. So the question is, how far are they?
From what?
You can getting back to the finals, or even
They
tangling with
need
Denver.
everything. They need absolutely everything to go right.
And I think signing Draymond Green and not worrying about what he'll be in year 3 gives you a chance to cash that chip next year or the year after.
Or the year after now. 37, Steph will be.
Well, you said that earlier. I was going to catch you, but
He'll be 37.
you were saying the year after next it'll be better. But hey, you know what I think of Kuminga? I just don't think Steph. And you're saying he has minimal input when it comes to the zeros and the contract offer. I just don't think they would pull that plug and say, "Hey, Curry, deal with it."